Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm here with the world-famous Colby, GitHub star. And so I'm walking around, and not really walking around, I'm in front of the Vonage booth, but we're asking folks the origin of their GitHub usernames. And so, sir, how'd you get your GitHub username?
So mine's very unique. I got it from my mother when I was born, because I'm at colbyfayock, so, everywhere.
Right. And so, when did you first create your GitHub account?
Man, it's been at least 10 years, because we're doing a little chart on the other booth where you can print it out. And I don't know exactly how long, but at least 10 years.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, that, like the postcard thing you're talking about? Yeah, they have like a postcard, and it looks like your GitHub repo, like the lights in the city, so pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so now, why did you create your GitHub account?
I think at that point I was just kind of exploring, trying to create my own little projects. I remember just trying to create open source tooling. One was like a high resolution image replacement before that was like a thing. And I don't know, just excited to try to share that kind of code. None of them ever took off, but it's just the fun of it, right?
And that's a cool thing, like with GitHub, you can try things and put it there, and then maybe other people will see it and contribute. So that's pretty cool, building like a little community around things. And so now, how long have you been a GitHub star?
It's been 2 or 3 years. I think this year is going to be my 3rd year. So it's been fun. It's awesome to have like that little recognition.
So how did you become a GitHub star?
So it's a nomination process, and I'm not too sure of the specifics, why they chose me, those kind of things, but you get nominated and then they review, and then ultimately, I became a star.
That is awesome, because you do a lot of open source things. You're a lot of maintainer, contributor things. Do you want to kind of mention some of them?
Yeah, so I'd say the biggest project I maintain right now is the Cloudinary Next.js SDK, kind of an ecosystem around that. A bunch of other random open source projects aside from that on GitHub. There was a Next.js WordPress starter that I maintained, but aside from that, just constantly creating open source demos for like content creation and just trying to do my little part.
Now, where do you get ideas? Like, where do you come up with ideas for things? Just kind of curious.
Yeah, I try to think about pain points as I'm talking to people, and then at the same time, I just try to come up with things I think is cool. Like I built a universal translator app because, I don't know, it just seemed really cool. I was thinking about the Star Trek universal translator and, came together and had fun with it. But yeah, I just try to keep a big list and then see what I feel inspired for at the moment and work through that.
Nice. Now, while you're working on these things, do you listen to music, or is there anything?
Yeah. So it's funny, I have this playlist that I found called Synthwave from Space, and it's just this like really cool, chill playlist of synthwave that sounds like it's from space, and I have fun with that. But I'd say generally if it's not that, Blink-182 is always my go-to.
Is there a certain Blink-182 song?
Oh man, I think my favorite song is Enthused. It's a deep dive, or deep, what is it called? Deep cut, yeah, but Enthused is probably my favorite song.
Nice. So what we'll do is hopefully have that in like the replies or the description. Wherever you're watching this video, we'll have Enthused by Blink-182 hopefully there. And so anything else that we kind of want to know about? Anything you got coming up? Any other projects? Anything you're thinking of? Anything you want to, what I'm saying? Like, not the thing we were just talking about before. You don't have to worry about that. No, I mean just like in general. Anything you're looking forward to? Anything, you got coming up or?
I don't think I have anything in particular. I've been trying to keep on the grind of creating content. I would probably want to build another course at some point, try to explore more. I want to get back to my Next.js WordPress starter maybe at some point, and I don't know, just keep pushing and having fun with it.
Nice. And so where can people go and follow you to find all these things that you're working on?
You can find me at colbyfayock pretty much everywhere. I'm on Blue Sky, GitHub, YouTube, wherever.
And you have a website, the Space Jelly thing, right?
Yep, spacejelly.dev. That's where I do all my content articles, so if you want to learn something new, head over there.
Nice. All right, well, thank you very much for hanging out. And so we'll keep walking around, hanging out at GitHub Universe. How's it been so far as a GitHub star? How has that been treated?
It's been amazing so far. The announcements that they just made at the keynote were incredible. I'm super excited to start digging into everything, and yeah, it's exciting.
Nice. All right, well, thank you very much. I don't want to take over too much time. Thank you very much for hanging out, and we'll talk more on the internet and stuff. All right, thank you very much.
Yep.
All right, y'all be easy. Thanks, bye.